Good afternoon, traders. This is Eli, Senior Market Strategist with R.J.O'Brien Futures in Chicago. I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. So you've seen all the metals across the board are weak today. Explosion and the greenback, the U.S. dollar overnight pushed all the metals across the board. They're all trading below their daily pivot. Gold, a daily pivot around 1288. Right now it's trading around 1265. On a daily chart, we don't see support till around 1261, trend line support. For silver, around 1904. So there could be a little more weakness. So overall, things that move the market from geopolitical concern, it seems like the West and Russia has to come to some sort of consensus whether to make part of Eastern Ukraine more independent of Kiev and maybe come to some sort of an agreement. And that seems to be like gold is not benefiting from any kind of geopolitical concern because that whole process seems to be de-escalating. And the idea of a sanction against Russia, I think it could have unexpected or unintended effect on Europe as a whole. So, I don't see that being of a support here. But when you're looking at the economic report, the ISM came this morning very strong. It shows the Fed at some point going to have to probably consider raising the base Fed fund rate at some point with a stronger economy. And so eventually the dollar is not going to be benefited that much more. So there's a little room for gold and all the metals to come back up. So again, this type of market, I think there's a range-bound type of market option strategy can be implemented using the futures so that you have a little more staying power. And I think with all the central banks, Europe, Bank of Japan, and Bank of China possibly providing more accommodation. And I think we're going to, down the road, we're going to run into some sort of inflationary environment, and I would assume so, even outside of geopolitical concern. I think that's going to provide long-term support for gold. So, if you don't want to deal with the noise, there's a way to implement strategies so they can play out. I still like the long side more or less, but what I have to see is how far of a run the dollar would get here. So for now, I like gold support around 1261, as I said before, and silver around 1904. And give me a call so we can work together and come up with a better strategy and how to get you involved in the market. Thanks. Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.